Good morning students. This video is for class 3 science and today we will continue with the same chapter, that is animal birds, and today our topic of discussion will be feathers of birds. Feathers. Feathers of birds. Sorry. A bird's body and his wings are covered with soft and fluffy feathers. You all must have seen birds. Their body is filled with what? Their body is filled with feathers. They are very soft, they are very fluffy, means it is filled with air, as if it is filled with air and it looks big in size. They are the most unique features of a bird. That is the most important, unique, different features of a bird. They help the bird to keep its body warm and to camouflage. That means they not only keep the body to keep it warm, they are actually, the feathers are actually used to keep their body warm, and then camouflage, that means they can be of different colors and they can mix with the environment so that they can protect themselves. What do you mean by camouflage? Camouflage means changing its color so that they can mix with the environment and protect themselves from enemies. Now, types of feathers. Feathers can be different types. Feathers, types of feathers. They can be of different types. What are they? We will read. Feathers are of three main types. Number one is body feathers. Body feathers means feathers that are present in the whole body. Body feathers are small feathers that cover the body, wings and tails of a bird. Body feathers are very small feathers. They cover the whole body of a bird. They are strong but light in weight. They are very hard, they are very strong, but when you weigh them, it is very light. They give color and smooth shape a smooth shape to the bird. They give color and very smooth shape to the bird. The next one is down feathers. Down feathers are if you have seen a bird very carefully, very minutely, you see the top layer of the bird, they are covered with body feathers. And if you remove the body feathers little bit, if you shade it, you will see very small feathers. Those feathers are known as down feathers. Down feathers are located underneath, means below the body feathers. They are soft and fluffy and help them to keep the body bird's body warm. And they help, the work of the function of the body feather is to keep the body of the bird warm. The next is the flight feathers. Flight feathers help them to fly. Flight feathers. They help the bird to fly. Flight feathers are long and flat feathers. They are found on the wings and tails of a bird. If you have seen the bird carefully, the wings contain the long tail, long feathers, as well as the tail. The tail also have long feathers. These feathers help them to fly. Wing feathers are strong and used in flapping. Tail feathers help the bird to change its direction during flight. So wings feather, the feathers that are present in the wing, they help them to flap. Flap means they move the wings. And the tail feathers, that long feathers that are present in the tail, they help them to change the direction. If the bird wants to change the direction while they are flying, they use the tail feather to change the direction. I hope all of you have understood. Okay. The next you have is how birds fly. How birds fly. So what is the mechanism? What is the process they use so they can fly, or that is why they fly? Birds fly with the help of their wings. Wings have feathers on them which help them to fly up and down in the air easily. So birds fly with the help of the wings they have. The wings, the forelimbs that are changed into wings, they use those wings to fly up and down in the air. Birds have strong flight muscles that help them to flap their wings in both upward and downward direction. So they have flight muscles that are attached to the shoulder of them. So they use those flight muscles to move up and down, to flap up and down, so that which helps them to fly in the air. When a bird flaps, the wings move in two special ways, upstroke and downstroke. When the birds, if you see the wings, when they flap, means when they move the wings, they move in two ways, one upward and downward. Means upstroke, the upward movement is known as upstroke and the downward movement is known as downstroke. In upstroke, the wings are lifted up and backward. So when they move upstroke, they move upward and backward, and when they move downstroke, they push the wings downward and forward. These strokes help the bird's body into the air, making it fly. So this is the process which actually helps the bird to fly in the air, the upstroke and the downstroke. So this is when they fly, they are actually moving back and forward, backward and upward, and when they move it down, they are actually moving forward and downward. This process, this mechanism helps them to fly in the air. To change the direction of flight while flying, birds use their tail feathers. So and when they fly, if they want to change the direction, they use the feather that are present in the tail, which help them to change the direction. Most of the birds like pigeon, crow, hen and vulture can fly. So most of the birds that you find around in your surrounding, they can fly. There are few exceptions which cannot fly, like for example ostrich, kiwi, emu, they cannot fly. But there are some birds like emu, ostrich, kiwi and penguin that cannot fly. These are flightless birds with heavy bodies. So these are birds which have very heavy body, and that is why they cannot fly. So I hope children you have understood these types of feather and the mechanism how they fly. So children, for today we will keep it till here. In the next class we will continue with the food habits of the birds. So for today up to this much. Thank you class.